No! God, please, no! No!
Okay, so Yelan and Lyney's banners just got, released. Their details are released, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Now, I'm just gonna give you the short answer. I don't think you should summon on these banners. Their 4 stars are just bad.
Stupid!
Now, if you're like, if you want Yelan and you've been saving for Yelan, go ahead. They're not awful banners. They have Bennett on them, right? Bennett, Barbara, and Lynette, or however you say her name. But I previously recorded this video without reading this. I didn't know this was coming. I completely forgot. And as you can see, permanently available after 4.0. Take part in the event and invite, Lynette. So she's just going to be for free. Lynette is just going to be thrown at you and for free, right? There's no reason to summon on this banner for Lynette, even if you want Lynette.
Correct!
There, just a lot of people make that mistake with it was Yao Yao, and people didn't realize that they could get her with the, leeway choosing event. So people summoned on the banner, and I had multiple of my subscribers say that. But no, I don't think if you're a Lynette main or you want to be a Lynette main, don't summon on this banner. Like, you may get cons for her, but is it really necessary? We'll have to see when her details actually get released in terms of that. But I have a feeling that it's not going to be that necessary. So already the 4 stars are just pretty bad, considering even Bennett is going to be released for free during this update.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So overall, Bennett C1 is pretty good. I do think, pretty good. So if you don't have Bennett, maybe you could talk yourself into C1, but I think the main thing is just getting a first Bennett. That is the huge key, right? And then just let the cons come in later. So we have Bennett, right? He's, cool, right? Amazing. Then we have Lyney and Yelan. Both of these characters, first, we don't know how well Lyney is really going to perform in the game. So it's very hard for me to say, oh, wow, Lyney's just going to be good. So what I'm going to say now, whenever I do these videos and the character just literally is not released whatsoever, we don't know any of their details, I am just going to assume that they're good, all right? So I'm just going to assume they're good.
I'm in danger.
Then I'll make, when they actually come out, we'll look at their details and I'll make a sort of second part to the video. But as of right now, if we just assume Lyney's going to be good and, he's not bad, that's the main thing. If we just assume he's going to be good, not bad, you would have to just like his playstyle, right? That's the only thing. And he does have a unique playstyle from what I could tell from the trailer, I think. Not his, the 4.0 trailer, right? It's a sort of unique playstyle. I don't really think that it's that huge. It is charge attack playstyle, I think. So we'll see. And then also his bow. Let's talk about the weapon banner now.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
The weapon banner. Aqua Simulacra, not that good. Or it's good, right? It's good for Yelan. It's good for Ganyu. And then we also have this bow. Lyney's bow, which is apparently a lot of people are going crazy over this bow for Ganyu. I'm not really seeing that huge of it, but then again, it's got a higher base attack than Aqua Simulacra, but Aqua Simulacra gives the attack bonus, I believe, when enemies are near. It's been a long time since I've actually read Aqua Simulacra. Alright, so I'm just going to say this. Don't summon for the weapon banner until you get the characters, right?
I agree with that.
If you don't have these characters and you summon on the weapon banner, maybe you have a different character, right? Maybe you are a Ganyu main, and both of these weapons are good for Ganyu. I think if you don't have either of these weapons, you don't have Amos bow or anything, and you're like Ganyu main and you love Ganyu, summon for this weapon banner, sure. This weapon banner is pretty good for Ganyu because both of these bows are pretty good for Ganyu. I'm gonna quickly pull up Ganyu KQM because I believe it's either on Melt teams or on Freeze teams that Amos bow is better.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Okay, so for Melt, Aqua Simulacra is just better. And it seems as though Aqua Simulacra, in terms of Freeze Ganyu, is not huge, right? It's not amazing. It's not a huge damage difference from Amos Bow, Thundering Pulse, and Scoured Harp. This is just what they have on KQM, right? Aqua Simulacra is the best, but it doesn't seem... They have it all clumped together, so I'm just assuming, and they even say it's very closely behind, right, on the other ones. So her second best for Freeze, and I believe it's her second best also for Melt. So not really her best. We don't know if, this bow is actually her best. Polar Star and Tignari's bow are better bows for their respective team comps. This isn't a bad weapon banner for Ganyu, and this overall isn't a bad weapon banner in general because both of these bows are good. And then also the 4 stars are all good. Like this is so rare for us to just have all good 4 stars. Normally there's at least one stinker in there, but no, this is just actually all good 4 stars. Like Sacrificial Sword is amazing, Sacrificial Fragments, Bow, Favonius Lance, Favonius Greatsword, right? Really, really good weapon banner compared to most. The main problem that I have with Yelan is that she really doesn't like massively, dramatically increase your damage compared to Xingqiu.
Why are you the way that you are?
Now, a lot of the times you want to use Yelan and Xingqiu just together outright, right? So together, you know, they're amazing, but she's never really needed. We have Zhongli coming up next patch along with Tartaglia. I don't necessarily think Tartaglia is that huge, but a lot of people, you know, using Zhongli. Like if we're talking in terms of if you're a Yoimiya or Hu Tao main, if I had to tell you to get a character, I feel like it would be Zhongli. Overall, Zhongli is just so useful compared to every other character. He has so many team comps where you just throw him on as a 4th character, and he just shields your entire team, doesn't let him take damage. He's absolutely insane.
You can't keep getting away with this!
Just overall, there's no reason for you to... Because to a certain point, you need damage. But then once you get to that certain point with your 3 characters, just throw Zhongli on the team and you'll be secure for the rest of the game. Like, so yeah, that's why I don't think, you know, Yelan is necessarily the best choice. Because I use Yelan on my Hyper Bloom team. Coincidentally, the Hyper Bloom team that I constantly run is Yelan, Zhongli, Nahida, and Kuki. That's the Hyper Bloom team I constantly run in the overworld for overworld domains, not in Spiral Abyss. Normally in Spiral Abyss, I think if I was running a Hyper Bloom team, I'd do Xingqiu and Yelan. So yeah, Yelan's pretty good. Not to mention, if you're trying to solo with her and use her on Hyper Bloom or Bloom, Xingqiu's application is better, so you'll get more Hyper Blooms and get more Blooms out of them. So overall, Yelan just is, you know, at this point, she's not bad, but she's just not really necessary for anything, basically. You just throw Xingqiu on a team instead of her, and even when you're using them together, they're really just not necessary, because Xingqiu is able to apply enough Hydro, and you can just use a different character, right? Personally, I want to see what Lyney looks like in game before I talk about him anymore. I'm just going to say he's like standard good. I'm going to be like, yeah, he's like Yoimiya, right? Just good overall. He's not like incredibly impressive, but he's good. You know, he's charge attacks, which is weird because overall, maybe Kokomi will work with him. Maybe Kokomi will be able to just apply Hydro with her slow, you know, even if she's slow, Lyney's, you know, has to charge attack, right? I'm pretty sure. I really have not watched that trailer in a while, right? Yeah, that's what I'm referencing. Considering we're getting Bennett for free in the same patch, I'm not really too concerned about telling people to summon it for Bennett, right? It's literally the same patch. I feel like, you know, it's good to get Bennett, right? But it's in the same patch that we're getting a free Bennett, so I don't know. And then, you know, you can get all of the characters for free. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.